Best team for pet battles? I choose you. Yiggity yeah yeah. Insane Game James back for Insane Pain Game, and I've got the best team for pet battles currently, in my opinion anyway. I've gone on some major win streaks with this team. The first time I ever used this team, I went on a 16 game win streak. I also have gone on an 18 game win streak, and this week I went on a 13 game win streak. I won all of my games for what we've been training for, all in one shot in one evening, and it's brought to you here by Insane Pain Game for pet battles. So what I normally like to do is start with a Death Adder hatchling, and it has to be a speed Death Adder hatchling. Now if you don't know how to tell what kind of breed your pet is, you need to get the add-on Battle Pet Breed ID, and it will tell you. So both of my Death Adder hatchlings are speed versions, and that's because I need to be fast. And in most situations, you go first. In this fight, my opponent has gone first every round, and that's because he's been using flying pets. And if you didn't know, flying pets have 50% more speed if they're above half their health. So if they have full health or above 50% of their total health, they have double the speed and they're normally going to go first. In my pet battles, I usually like to go first. It usually is a pretty big advantage, so I usually like the faster pets. So I use my Death Adder hatchlings, and I like to use my Unborn Valkyr because it's an undead pet and it's pretty handy. It just used the move Haunt, which is going to put a dot on the enemy, and it will come back to life in a couple rounds. So back to my Death Adder hatchling, I'm going to use Blinding Poison, which makes my opponent miss there. And my opponent, for some reason, he keeps subbing his pets in and out, which is not a good idea against my team because I have a lot of dots, damage over time. So he's letting me dot up his team, and then he subs out his pets. So that is a terrible strategy, especially when my snake's moves are weak against flying pets. He should have just left in his flying pets and tried to do as much damage to my snakes as possible. But he made it extremely easy for us, so that's pretty awesome. Yiggity yeah yeah. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Click the like button. If you're already a subscriber and you're coming back, salute to you. Thank you. Super friend from Insane Pain Game. Leave us a comment. Let us know how long you've been watching us. Let us know what your favorite pet battle team is. I think that my team is the best for me right now. Currently, if you have a better pet battle team, leave that in the comments. Let us know below. I personally think mine's the best just based on the win streaks I go on. I've done a lot of different pet battle teams. I've tried a lot of different pets for pet battles. And for the most part, it's kind of like an advanced game of rock, paper, scissors. Certain breeds do good against other breeds. Other teams do good against other teams. There are some more dominant pets, but I feel that the Death Adder hatchling, if it's a speed version, it always goes first in most cases. It blinds the enemy, it dots them up, it does double damage if they're poisoned. It's just too good. I wonder if they're ever going to be nerfed. But let's take a look at what we got right now. Earlier I said I like to start with the snake, use Blinding Poison. This way he misses his Cyclone move. We're going to use Poison Fang. And he's also going to miss Lightning Storm. So that's a huge advantage. Getting your opponent to miss its first two moves is awesome. Now when you go against a Clockwork Gnome, you do have to be careful because he's going to lay his turrets down and that's going to do a lot of damage. There's no way for the snake to avoid the turret damage. You can't even use Blinding Poison because the turret move cannot be missed. So not only is it strong against me, but it's going to do extra damage because of Lightning Storm. Now I think to myself, should I bring in the Unborn Valkyr? And then I changed my mind. The reason why I was going to do it is I didn't want my first snake to die, but I also know the Clockwork Gnome has a repair move which is going to heal itself. So I figure, hey, do as much damage with the snake as possible. You probably can finish off the Clockwork Gnome. So the mechanical pet comes back to life, and I was correct. I could finish it off if I played it correctly, but I do not play it correctly. Look, he's poisoned. All I have to do is puncture wound and kill him, but I push the wrong button and he stays alive and then heals up. So that's a mistake on my part. It makes this battle a lot more closer than it needs to be. The good news is we have the best team for pet battles, and we're going to be all right, folks. We're going to be all right. So now that we got rid of that pesky clockwork gnome, we don't have too much to worry about. We just have to execute the game plan. Again, in the comments, if you've got a better pet battle team for general pet battles, or one that would be great to go against my pet battle team, let us know in the comments. If you have a favorite pet for pet battling, we always want to know at Insane Pain Game. We love to know what you guys are using, your strategies. Thank you for joining us today. In the description below, I have timestamps for the start of each pet battle for this video, and also a description of what pet battle team I went against. So if you're interested in watching this team fight against some different pet battles, or some different pet battle teams, just click on the time and it brings you right to the start of that battle and you can enjoy. You can even see the pet battle that I lost, and see that I was kind of a knucklehead and let a Dark Moon Zeppelin shoot my snake in the face with rockets that are strong against beast pets. Kind of a stupid move on my part. Sometimes you lose your focus when you're winning so many pet battles in a row, and you let your opponent get the jump on you, and you get smashed in the face with missiles. And don't forget, it never hurts to click that like button. Help us, support us. We got giveaways at the end of every month. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and join the army. If you're already subscribed and you've been rocking with us for a while, thank you very much and salute to you. Thank you for joining us today. Take care, everyone. Yiggity yeah yeah.